Hello students, good afternoon and good evening to all of you. So this video is all about UPSC 2025 prelims paper analysis. So here I am going to explain you exclusively about polity, IR, which includes map pointing and government schemes. Okay, before we start this paper analysis, this time most of these IR questions based on current affairs, and these current affairs I am emphasizing you for last 1-2 years. Okay, most of these topics, it may be the international north-south transport corridor, it may be the NATO. These are the topics already I explained you in YouTube. Okay, you can find in my channel as well. Regarding the polity questions, straight away most of them, for example, around 14 polity questions came, and out of 14 questions, around 9 to 10 questions they straight away from the notes, and most of my students, you already know that. Okay, in class itself I told you those things. Okay, when I'm explaining the question you will get to know. So now today most of you might have realized that why I always tell you have to refer the Bare Act, because now in today, I mean this year prelims as well, questions specially emphasizing on based on constitution. Unless until you don't know the Bare Act, you cannot answer these kind of questions. So please follow the Bare Act, especially when you are referring the polity, and try to maintain that kind of directions given by me in my polity classes. So on this note, first let us give you some general introduction regarding this polity and IR explanation, especially regarding the current affairs point of view. When I was explaining about the turmeric board which sanctioned to Nizamabad at the time, I told you that you have to check various spices board. This year there was a question based on the spices board. We will discuss. And regarding the recent Supreme Court judgment on the governor powers with reference to Tamil Nadu governor, there was a question on the governor powers. Not one, there were 2 questions on the governor powers, okay, which I emphasized already in current affairs. And when I am explaining class also, I am keep on telling you regarding important articles in the Hindu newspaper. There also I referred about this. Then regarding the speaker removal also, it is also related to current affairs. Then when I am explaining the IR classes as well as in the PSIR also, I told you that when a Russia-Ukraine war is going on, there may be question related to map pointing or the organization point of view. So in this year prelims, they ask question based on the organization point of view, that is NATO. Okay, we prepared both in terms of NATO as well as the map pointing related to the neighboring nations, which countries are bordering with the Ukraine and all these things. Regarding the map pointing bordering questions, last year they asked. Okay, this year they asked question on the NATO, because I told you the Sweden and Norway, they are joining the NATO on the fear of the Russia's aggressiveness towards the Ukraine, that we discussed as a part of PSIR as well as the polity also. And regarding this Microsoft quantum chip, that one also we covered in the current affairs. So from this you must understand the importance of the current affairs, and whatever the directions I am giving to you in polity classes, IR classes as well as the PSIR also, I given these directions, and especially carrying the Bare Act. When you are going through the polity questions, you have to carry the Bare Act. Okay, now you must realize the importance of the Bare Act. If you only go through the standard Lakshmikant book, you cannot answer these kind of questions. How? I will tell you now. Okay, now I am explaining the booklet that related to the series A, booklet series A. I am explaining first polity questions. In polity questions, I am going for the question number 51. Question number 51 I am going to explain. So from there onwards polity questions will start. Okay, question number 51. So now let me magnify this. Question number 51. It is reading like, with reference to Indian polity, consider the following statement. This question is regarding the ordinance making powers of the president. You all know that president can make ordinance, can promulgate ordinance according to Article 123 on the advice of Council of Ministers. Now let us see questions. Statement number 1. An ordinance can amend any central act. Of course, union law will be amended by the ordinance. That is right. And the second one is about an ordinance can abridge a fundamental right. So here you have to understand that fundamental rights can be amended only by making constitution amendment. Can we issue the ordinance on the constitution amendment? No. I told you clearly. Okay, ordinance cannot be issued with respect to constitution amendment. So second statement is incorrect one. An ordinance can come into effect from a back date, yes, with respect to civil laws. I given this example also in the classroom when they made the ordinance on the money laundering. With respect to money laundering, they issued an ordinance which applied to the back date. So out of these three statements, so which statements are correct? Statement number 1 and statement number 3, these two statements are correct. So in series A, question number 51, the answer must be C, 1 and 3 only. 1 and 3 only. Next question is the question number 52. Question number 52. Okay. Now let's see the question number 52. It is about the states. So this is related to Indian polity of part 2. Okay. And sorry, part 1. You know that in part 1, union and territory, which deals with article 1 to article 4. So related to that, this question is, okay. In this question, they given the 3 states and they given the description. So first description, Arunachal Pradesh. The capital is named after a fort. Yes, Arunachal Pradesh capital is named after a fort, right? It is having a 2 national park and 1 national park is Namdapa National Park. Okay, so this statement is right. Nagaland, the state came into existence on the basis of Constitution Amendment Act. Yes, when Nagaland was formed, Constitution Amendment was made. Okay, normally when you are forming a state, Constitution Amendment is not required. But when you formed Nagaland, we made a Constitution Amendment. Why we made the Constitution Amendment? Because Nagaland was included under Article 371. When a particular state is included under Article 371, obviously Constitution Amendment is required. That is the reason when Nagaland was established, Constitution Amendment was made. Next, statement number 3, Tripura. Initially, it is a Part C state. Yes. Later, it became the UT. Yes. Then it became the full-fledged state. Yes. This statement is absolutely right. So when you match here these 3 states with respective description, all the three are right. So answer is C. All the 3 statements are right. Answer is C. Okay, that is about question number 52. Next, question number 53. With reference to India, consider the following. You know, students, in our polity class, in terminology class itself, I told you about constitutional bodies. And even, okay, I mentioned about their respective articles also. So here the question is all about, okay, the question is all about how many of the above they were established according to Constitution of India. That means they are asking you how many of them are constitutional bodies. You already know that Interstate Council. Interstate Council comes under the Constitution. Okay, Article 263. Interstate Council is appointed by the President on the advice of Council of Ministers. And we already discussed that Interstate Council play a very important role in the federal matters. Especially when states are having any disputes, Interstate Council can act as a platform to solve those disputes. Whereas the National Security Council, it is not mentioned in the Constitution, so it is not a constitutional body. Zonal councils, it is also a not constitutional body. Actually, zonal councils also act as a platform to discuss issues between the states, but it is not mentioned in the Constitution. That is the reason we can say that answer to question number 53 is A. Only one. Only one. It is only the constitutional body which is mentioned in the Constitution. Next, question number 54. This question number 54 is related to governor. Okay, very, very important. Even in my dictated notes also, I told you that governor will enjoy more discretionary power compared to president. Okay, you can ask any one of my students and you can check the notes. You will find that I clearly mentioned the point that governor will enjoy more, like discretionary power than the president, because governor's discretionary powers are clearly mentioned in the Constitution. Okay, that is the reason I told you that governor will enjoy both constitutional discretionary power as well as the situational discretionary power. Whereas president, he will enjoy only the situational discretionary power but not the constitutional discretionary power. So regarding that, let's see the question number 54, statement number 1. The Constitution of India explicitly mentioned that in certain areas, governor of a state acts in her own discretion. Yes, right. Governor can act on their own discretion. That is right. Statement 1 is right. Statement number 2. The President of India, okay, can reserve a bill passed by Assembly for his consideration without it is being forwarded by the governor of the state. This is wrong. Normally, the bill will go to President consideration only on the recommendation of the governor. This is normal condition. Okay. So this statement is incorrect. Only one statement is right, that is 54A, one only. But you have to understand, in financial emergency, president can order any financial bill or money bill passed by the assembly, okay, to be reserved to president. But that special condition is not mentioned here. That is the reason this statement is incorrect, and the first statement is the right one. So 54 is one only. 54 is one only. That is, Constitution of India clearly mentioned discretionary powers of governor under certain conditions. Next, question number 55. This question number 55 is pretty straightforward question from the Constitution. If you are very clear about the Constitution, you can easily answer this question. Now let's see. Okay, 55. This 55 question in yesterday class itself we discussed when I was talking about the judiciary. When I was talking about the judiciary, I told you that Indian judiciary is having two features: integrated judiciary as well as the independent judiciary. This question is about the independent judiciary. Independent judiciary mentioned in the DPSP under Article 50. Independent judiciary is saying that judiciary must be separated from the executive. That is what it is mentioning here. Separation of judiciary from the executive. That is mentioned in the DPSP. So this is rightly matched. Second one is preserving the heritage and the composite culture. This is straight away on fundamental duties. Third one is the prohibition of compulsory labor to children below the 14 years of age. This prohibition, it comes under the fundamental rights. Okay, we discussed about fundamental rights, Article 24. Article 24 prohibits the child labor. So it is fundamental rights. So prohibition of employment of children below the age of 14 years in factories. So this is fundamental rights. So all three are matched. So this 55 question is all three are matched. Okay, while I am explaining the key, if you have any doubts, okay, feel free to include, feel free to participate in the live discussion so I can clear your doubts then and there itself. Okay, this is about question number 55. Now let us see question number 56. This question number 56 is about the scheduled areas. You know, students, if you understand the pattern of asking question, if you see 2023, 2024, in last 2 years also, there were questions on the scheduled areas. Why the questions are appearing on the scheduled areas? Because, you know, tribals, they are fighting for the forest rights, and land acquisition is going on for the developmental projects in the forest areas. So it is a contemporary topic. That is the reason they asked this question. Okay, now let us move to the next question, that is question number 56. Okay, question number 56. This is about, with reference to Constitution of India, if an area in a state is described as a scheduled area under the 5th schedule. Okay, students, under 5th schedule, scheduled areas will be present. You all know that scheduled areas are present in how many states? Okay, tell me in the comment section. I told you in the class that, okay, I told you in the class that scheduled areas present in certain number of states. How many number of states in India are having the scheduled areas? Okay, put your answer in the comment section. Now listen, regarding the scheduled areas, state government don't have any executive power in those areas. Local body assumes the total administration. It is right. Okay, the union government can take over the total administration of such areas under certain circumstances on the recommendation of the governor. Yes, central government can take administration of those areas on the recommendation of governor. So that is the reason both 1 and 2 are right. Okay, regarding the question number 56, that is 2. Both 1 and 2 are right. This is about the scheduled areas. Okay, listen, administration of scheduled areas will be dealing by this schedule 5, whereas Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, those states are administrated according to schedule 6. Okay, next question number 57. Okay, this question is about the factual question. Now listen, with reference to India, consider the following page. The National Automotive Board, they given the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. No, students, it is not Ministry of Commerce and Industry, it is the Ministry of Heavy Industries. So this pair is incorrectly matched. The COIR board, it comes under the Ministry of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. So this is also incorrectly matched. The National Center for Trade Information, it is related to Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So this is also incorrectly matched. So all these three are incorrectly matched. All these three are incorrectly matched. This is about the question number 57. So all these three are incorrectly matched means our answer must be, how many of the above pairs are correctly matched means none. No pair is correctly matched. That we have to understand that. Next, question number 58. Now let's see question number 58. This is about the amendment of the Constitution. Amendment of the Constitution. In the polity class, I told you that you can amend the Constitution through special majority only. that is type 2 special majority and type 3 special majority. Type 2 special majority is about 2 by 3 members present and voted should accept, and that accepted strength should be more than 50% of the total strength of the house. Next one is the type 3 special majority. Type 3 special majority is all about type 2 special majority plus 50% of the state assembly should accept. Okay, that is only related to the federal matters. Now this question is about the type 3 special majority. So this question is asking about, consider the following subject under the Constitution of India. First statement, list 1, union list in the 7th schedule. Second statement, extent of executive power of the state executive power. Third one, conditions of governor office. They are given 3 statements and they are asking that related to these 3 statements, which statement is required the, type 3 special majority, that is 2 by 3 members should accept and at least 50% of the state assembly should accept. Okay, which majority? This majority is applicable to, which of these 3 statements? Okay, I told you that states, more than 50% of the state assemblies approval is required only if the matter is related to federal issues. If the matter is related to federal issues. Out of these 3, you also know that governor office is not at all federal issue. It is a unitary feature. So you can eliminate the third one. If you look at the first and second one, union list, which is present in the 7th schedule. 7th schedule is all about the federal matters. In class notes itself, I told you, 7th schedule deals with the federal matters and extent of the executive power of the state. Of course, when you are changing the state executive powers, obviously you have to take states into confidence. That is the reason 1 and 2. Okay, answer is A. 1 and 2 are right. So 58 question, answer is A. Next, 59. Question number 59. This is about again governor. Okay, governor. So regarding the governor and governor privileges, and as MLAs and MPs privilege. This topic I explained you in a topic of parliamentary privileges. Clearly, I mentioned in the class parliamentary privileges according to Article 105. I clearly mentioned about parliamentary privileges. Now we'll try to solve the question. Statement number 1. Governor of a state is not answerable to any court for the exercise and performance of the powers and duties of his office. It is right, because I told you that parliamentary privileges are not applicable to president and governor, because president and governor will enjoy special powers and according to Article 361. At that time I told you that criminal case cannot be filed on president and governor, but to file civil case 2 months of notice should be given. So first statement is not answerable to any court is right. Second one is criminal case cannot be filed on the governor. This is also right. Third one, MLAs, whatever they speak in the house, it cannot be questioned in the court. This is also right. It applicable to parliamentary privileges, Article 105. Third statement. First 2 statements are related to Article 361. So all the statements are right. So answer must be D. 59th one is D. 1, 2, 3. All are right. Next, we will see the question number 70. We'll see question number 70. That is about our next polity question. Question number 70. This question number 70 is related to one scheme, guys. In YouTube daily current affairs video, I clearly explained about this scheme. The scheme is about the Prime Minister Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. This is to encourage the solar energy. You know that India made promise to the world in terms of the Panchamrut. And India tried to achieve the zero carbon. If you know, try to tell the answer. By which year India likely to achieve the the set target? What is the target year for the net carbon zero? Try to try to answer that. Now we will see this scheme. It is targeting the installation of 1 crore solar rooftop panels in the residential sector. That is right. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy aims to impart training on the installation, operation and maintenance and repair of the solar rooftop system at grassroots level. Yes, because without training, if any repairs are required in a solar rooftop, who will do the repair? So training will be provided. And third one, it aims to create more than 3 lakh skilled manpower through fresh skilling. So they try to create around more than 3 lakh skilled people. So this is about the third statement. If you observe these 3 statements, all these 3 statements are right regarding the Prime Minister Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. So answer is 1, 2, 3, 70. Answer is 1, 2, 3, that is D. All the statements are right. Next question, that is about 84. Question 84. Question number 84. So this question number 84, it is related to current affairs and it is a mixture of both current affairs and defense as well. So this is about, with reference to India's defense, consider the following pairs. Okay, with reference to India's defense, consider following pairs. One is Dornier 228. Dornier 228 is a maritime petrol aircraft. If you remember, we given few Dornier 238 even to Maldives as well. Okay, to improve relation between India and Maldives. That is right, rightly matched. IL-76, supersonic combat aircraft. You have to understand that it is not a supersonic one. It is not supersonic combat aircraft. So this is incorrect statement. Whereas C-13 Globemaster 3, military transport aircraft. Of course, this is Globemaster 3 specifically designed for the military transportation purpose only. So this one is right. So the answer is only two pairs are right. Only two pairs are right. That is 84 is B. Only two. Okay. Next, let's see about the President pardon powers. 86. This one also straight away from our class discussion. Okay. All the students who attended my polity classes, you should able to answer these questions straight away. Let's see. Consider the following statement with regarding the pardoning powers of the President of India. Statement number 1. The exercise of the pardon, the power by the President, can be subjected to limited judicial review. I told you that. Yes. When President is given the pardon, judiciary cannot question. Judiciary cannot question President powers. Okay. Judiciary can question only whether the pardon given with the malafide intention or with the bona fide intention. Only limited powers only there. Okay. It was quite evident. Okay. I told you in the Keshav Singh judgment, Supreme Court clarified that. Even in the Maruram case also, Supreme Court clarified about the President pardoning powers. So when you take these two case studies, so the first statement is right, absolutely. Second one, the President can exercise this power without the advice of the central government. This is wrong. President has to exercise the pardon power only on the errant advice of the Council of Ministers. So it is saying that without the advice of central government. This statement is incorrect. So which statement is the correct one? Only one is the correct statement. So 86 is one only. 86 is one only. Next, question number 87. This question number 87, it is related to Parliament, that is legislature. So in class, I told you that the topic of Parliament plays very important role, and every year you can expect 2 or 3 MCQs in prelims. Okay, regarding the question number 87, let's see. Consider the following statement. On the dissolution of Lok Sabha, Speaker shall not vacate his office until the first meeting of the next house. This is right. Speaker will continue. Even some students ask me the doubt. So why Speaker will continue? Because Speaker office is a permanent one. So Speaker, previous House Speaker will continue till the newly formed Lok Sabha. As soon as the newly formed Lok Sabha was there, they, President appoint the Pro Tem Speaker, and Pro Tem Speaker will make sure the election of the new Speaker. So first statement is right. Second one, according to provisions of Constitution of India, member of the Lok Sabha on being elected as Speaker shall resign from his political party. No. In India, there is no provision that once a person is elected as a Speaker, they have to resign to their political party. This provision is not there in India. But this provision is there in one country. I told that one also in the classroom, in your notes. Which country? Okay, try to tell in the comment section. So this statement is incorrect one. Third one, Speaker of the Lok Sabha may be removed from his office by a resolution of, effective majority, provided that 14 days of notice have been given. This is absolutely right. Okay, even some students, they got a doubt that whether this is a special majority or effective majority. I clearly mentioned in the notes that it is going to be the effective majority only. Effective majority only. Okay, when you are removing the Speaker or Deputy Speaker, effective majority only, and it is confined only to Lok Sabha. That means Rajya Sabha will not involve at all. So statement number 1 and statement number 3 both are correct. Okay, 1 and 3 are right. That is 87th one is C. 87th one is C. Next, 88. Consider the following statements. Okay, this is, let's see, this is regarding the disqualification. Okay, disqualification of MPs, Article 102, Class 2. Article 102, Class 2 and Class 1. Now let's see. if any question arises as to whether an MP has become subjected to disqualification under 10th schedule, that means it is comes under Article 102, Clause 2. Okay, 10th schedule means Article 102, Clause 2. President decision in accordance with the opinion. Actually, in Article 102, Clause 2, President is nowhere mentioned. Article 102, Clause 2, who will take the decision? Presiding officer will take the decision. When it is Article 102, Clause 1, it is the President. So, statement 1 is incorrect completely. Statement number 2, there is no mention of the word political party in the Constitution of India. Of course, the word political party is nowhere mentioned in the Constitution of India. Political party is only mentioned in the Representation of People's Act, not in the Constitution. So, second statement is correct. The word political party nowhere mentioned in the Constitution. So, 88, 2 only. 88 is the B, 2 only. Next, 89. Okay, 89. That is about statement number 1. This is regarding the minor minerals. This is regarding the minor minerals. Now, let's see. Okay, regarding the minor minerals, in India, state governments have no power for making rules, okay, for grant of concession in respect of extraction of minor minerals, even though such minerals are located in the territory. Okay, so this is regarding the minor minerals. This is about state government have no power, they are saying. Question number 2. In India, central government has the power to notify minor minerals under the relevant law. This one is right. This one is wrong. No power, they are saying. Yes, state government have the power to make rules. So, statement number 1 is not correct and statement number 2 is correct. So, the answer is D. 89, the answer is D. State governments can make rules on the minor minerals. Next, question number 91. Question number 91, this is about Panchayati Raj. This is about Panchayati Raj, local governments. Local governments. Now, let's see regarding the Panchayati Raj. Okay. This is also our classroom based discussion. Okay, panchayats at the intermediate level exist in all states, not required. I told you that Panchayat Raj generally will be in the 3 levels: village level, intermediate level, and district level. That intermediate level panchayat, it is not necessarily to present in the smaller states. Okay, even it not necessarily need to be present in some northeast states according to Article 243M. According to Article 243M, it need not to be present in all states. So, this one is, so which of the statements are not correct? This statement is not correct. Next, to be eligible to be a member of Panchayat Raj at the intermediate level, person should attain age of 30 years. It is also not correct. Okay, to contest in Panchayat Raj election in any stage, the minimum age is 21 years only. 21 years only, minimum age. Okay, this is also incorrect one. And Chief Minister of a state appointed a commission. So, it is saying that CM will appoint the finance commission, state finance commission. It is also not correct. Governor will appoint the state finance commission. Governor will appoint the state finance commission. So, not the CM. So, which of the statements are not correct means all the statements are not correct. So, 1, 2, 3, D. All the statements are incorrect. Very, very important, students. Okay. So, this is about the question number 91. Okay. Next one is about the Gandhi Peace Prize, question number 93. Okay. Who among the following are members of the jury to select the recipient of the Gandhi Peace Prize? Actually, Gandhi Peace Prize is the highest peace award given by the government of India. Actually, this committee, this selection committee led by Prime Minister of India, President will not be a member of the jury. Okay, that means the President of India, we will cancel out. That means when you remove the one, means obviously you can remove 2 options. Then you left with either A or C. A, Prime Minister will be there and CJ also will be there and leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha will also be there. So, the answer will be 2, 3, 4. That is, answer is C. Answer is C. 93 question, answer is C. And last question in our polity segment, then we will move on to the, IR and map pointing. That is question number 98. Question number 98 is regarding the Lokpal. Question number 98 is regarding the Lokpal. Okay. Now, let's see. I told you that anti-corruption agencies in India are number 1, CBI. The second one is the CVC, Central Vigilance Commission. And third one is the Lokpal. These are the anti-corruption bodies in India. Okay. This question is about the Lokpal. Now, let's see. Lokpal, question number 1. Statement number 1. The power of Lokpal applies to public servants of India, but not to the Indian public servants posted outside of India. This is absolutely wrong. Okay. So, Lokpal jurisdiction, even it is applicable to public servants who is working outside of India also. So they're asking which statements are correct. So first one is not at all correct. Okay. So you can eliminate the C. Next, the chairperson or member shall not be a member of parliament, right? They should not be a member of MLA, and only the CJI, whether incumbent or retired, has to be the chairperson. No, CJI can be the chairperson, or retired Supreme Court judge also can be the chairman of the Lokpal. So retired Supreme Court judge also can be the chairman of Lokpal. So this statement is also the incorrect one. Second is also incorrect one. Okay. So option B, option C, we can eliminate. Okay. Which one is correct means either it must be A, or it should be none of the above statements are correct. Okay. Third one, the chairperson shall not be a person of less than 45 years of age. Okay. The minimum age is nowhere mentioned. So this is also not correct. Then, okay, none of the above statements are correct. Lokpal cannot inquire into the allegations of corruption against sitting Prime Minister of India. Yes. Okay. Why? Because if the corruption is related to foreign affairs, if the corruption is related to security matters, Lokpal cannot investigate. Okay. So Lokpal cannot inquire into the allegation of corruption against a sitting Prime Minister of India. So this is generally correct statement. But if it is related to the internal affairs, if it is related to the foreign affairs, okay, then Lokpal cannot investigate that kind of case. Normally, Lokpal can inquire. So it is also the incorrect one. Okay, it is also the incorrect one. This is the statement number 4. Okay, it should be the can. Lokpal can inquire into the allegations of corruption, but it is saying cannot. So that is also incorrect one. So none of the statements are correct one. So this is about 98 is about the D. None of the statements are correct one. So this is about the polity and governance and schemes related questions and their key explanation. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the international relations and map pointing. Okay. So far, if you have any doubts regarding our key or explanation or any subject related doubts, okay, please put your doubt in the comment section. I'll answer at the end of the session. Okay, now let us see about map based questions from question number 21. Okay, let's see from the question number 21. Question number 21, they given list of countries and they're asking about which of the above countries are members of the NATO. This question, why they asked this question? This question was asked in the context of the Russia-Ukraine war. In the context of Russia-Ukraine war, this question was asked. Okay, now let us see. Recently, Sweden joined. So Sweden is the member in the NATO. Then North Macedonia is also a member in the NATO. 2 are there. Then obviously, so Bulgaria is also a member of the NATO. Bulgaria joined in 2004 and Croatia is also a member 2009. So that means obviously Austria and Serbia, except these 2 countries, all the 4 countries are the members in the NATO. So the answer is B. 21 is B. Next, question number 22. So this question is about Andes Mountains. You know that guys, Andes Mountains are present on the western front of the South American continent. In South American continent, you can find Andes Mountain, across the coastal line. Consider the following countries. Andes Mountain pass through how many of the above countries? So with respect to, you can easily remove Paraguay. Paraguay is completely present on the south side of this South American one, and even you can remove the Brazil as well. Brazil present on the eastern and northeast of the South American continent. Okay, when you remove this Brazil and Paraguay, obviously the answer will be the Bolivia, Colombia, and Ecuador and Venezuela. These are the 4 countries through which Andes Mountains pass through. Okay, they are the coastal ones. Okay, they play a very important role and weather conditions in those respective countries. Next, 23. This is about the given lake, water bodies, and they're asking that through which water body this equator is going through. Okay, this is the map based question. Consider the following water bodies: Lake Tanganyika and Lake Tonle Sap and Patos Lagoon. Okay, this is a lagoon they're given. Through how many of them this equator pass through? If you see here, out of these 3, first 2, okay, first 2 either they are north or either the south of the equator. Only Patos Lagoon, that is okay, through which this equator pass through. So only 1, that is 3, only 1. This is the map based question. Next, let's see question number 62. Question number 62. So this question number 62, it is about international north-south transport corridor. You know, students, we discussed about this in our IR classes as well as PSIR classes as well. In which context we discussed, I will tell you the context as well. In the context of, in 2023, when G20 summit was happened, at that time, India proposed the India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor. At that time, India mentioned that this newly proposed corridor is going to provide an alternative route to international north-south transport corridor. Why we require an alternative route? Because Iran is under the pressure of this, so terrorism and all these things. So we may require one alternative trade route. That is the reason in that context, we proposed an alternative new route in G20 summit. Okay. So now, with respect to that also, we discussed this international north-south transport corridor. First, which option we can eliminate? Number one, China will not be there. Forget about the China. And Southeast Asia, forget about that. We can eliminate. Out of these two, just now I mentioned that Iran. This corridor goes to Iran. As a part of this corridor only, India, Iran, Afghanistan, we built Chabahar port, okay, which is going to play a crucial role as a part of this. So answer is this question number 62, the option is A. Question number 62, option is A. India to Central Asia to Europe via Iran. Next, 69. Question number 69. Consider the following countries. They given few countries name and they're asking you in which countries of those, okay, this international merchant payments, okay, UPI is acceptable. In which of those countries UPI payment are acceptable? Let's see which countries they're given. Okay, they're given UAE, France, Germany, Singapore, and Bangladesh. If you see here, in France, it is not at all accepted. Okay, and sorry, Germany. In Germany, it is not getting accepted, and in Bangladesh also, it is not accepted so far at the moment. Now, so obviously UAE, France, and Singapore. These are the three countries which are accepting the UPI payments. So the answer is 3. Only 3 nations. Next, our next question will be the question on the time zones. Okay, next question is in the map mounting related. That is about the time zones. So they given 5 countries. Okay, so they given 5 countries, and the question is how many of the above countries have more than 4 time zones? More than 4 time zones. They did not ask about 4 or more than 4. So, for we take it in a very conservative manner, and we'll see. Out of these 4, Brazil is having 4 time zones. Rest of the 4, they are having more than 4. So they are asking exclusively about more than 4 time zones. So answer is only 4. Only 4 is about 76. The answer is B. Only 4. Next, we'll see 79th question. 79th question is about the mineral mapping. Mineral mapping. You know the significance of this question is, okay, the relevance of this question is, why they ask this question? Because nowadays, you know that rare earth minerals, they are playing very important role in the electronic vehicles and lithium-ion batteries. In this context, they ask about countries and minerals, and they ask to map countries against the minerals. If you see Chile, lithium, Indonesia, nickel, Botswana, diamond. So especially Botswana, even though you don't know, these African countries are very popular for the gold as well as the diamonds. Okay, you might have watched the movie Blood Diamond. Okay, all these 3 countries are watched. So this match perfectly with the resources. So all 3 are right. All 3 are right. 79C. All the 3. 79C. Next, 80. The 80th one, they given the region and the country. You know, guys, Italy present actually in the Sardinia region. So it is wrongly matched. Normandy, you know that Normandy War, World War II. Okay, it is in France. Okay, Normandy. Okay, evacuation of British soldiers from Normandy coast. Okay, so it is related to France, Normandy. It is also wrongly matched. And Mallorca is related to Spain. It is also wrongly matched. Okay, which one is correctly matched? None. Okay, 80. Answer 80 is D. None. None of them are rightly matched. Okay, next 2 more questions are there. With that, we'll done this session. Next question is about IR related one, and PSIR students also, it is a question of interest to you. It is about the BIMSTEC. Question number 92. It is about the BIMSTEC. You know, guys, many number of times in our class discussion, we discussed that this, BIMSTEC is becoming alternative to SAARC. Because of the presence of Pakistan, the SARC is not functioning in a very smooth manner. That is the reason we are moving towards the BIMSTEC. Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. BIMSTEC is all about. Okay, in BIMSTEC, India, okay, and Bangladesh, and Myanmar, Thailand, Sri Lanka, okay, these are the member countries. Bhutan and Nepal, they joined later. Regarding the BIMSTEC, let's see. It is a regional organization consisting of 7 member states till January 2025. It is right. Okay. After January 2025, recently, so a few countries, they shown interest to join the BIMSTEC. Next, it is right. It came into existence with the signing of Dhaka Declaration 1999. This is also right. Okay. So 1997, not 1999. Okay. 1997. It is incorrect one. Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Nepal are found. Not Nepal. Nepal is not a founding member. Okay. Nepal is not a founding member. This is also incorrect one. In BIMSTEC, the subsector of tourism is being led by India. This is right. 1 and 4 are right. 1 and 4 are right. The answer is C. 92, option is C. Next, 97. 97. This is going to be the last question of my explanation of UPSC Prelims 2025. Again, 97. 97 is about the 16th BRICS Summit was held under the chairmanship of Russia in Kazan. This is right. Indonesia has become a full member of BRICS recently. Okay, this is also right. The theme of the 16th BRICS Summit was strengthening multilateralism, not the multiculturalism. So this third one is wrong. So the 1 and 2 are right. So especially from this, what you must understand that when any international summits are going on, you have to know that where the summit is going on. If the grouping is contain any subgroup, whether India is leading any subgroup or not, what is the theme of that international summit? So these are the key things we have to understand from this year prelims, and if you are attempting for next year prelims, these are the key takeaway. So overall, from polity, so there were around 14 questions, and okay, and 96, question number 96. Question number 96 is about S. This is about the International Year of Women Farmers. Okay, let me explain about 96 question as well before we end up this session. Question number 96. International Year of Women Farmer 2026. It is right. International Year of Sustainable Resilient Tourism 2027. International Year of Peace and Trust 2025. International Year of Asteroid Awareness and Planetary Defense 2029. All the 4 are correctly matched. All the 4 are correctly matched. So what I can say is from this year polity, this prelims question, number 1, questions are moderate and moderate to difficult. Okay, these questions, some except some questions, rest of the questions are moderately difficult. From polity, there are around 14 questions. Out of 14 questions, straight away you can attempt easily 12 questions. You can answer if you are a senior. Otherwise, if you are a first timer, you can easily attempt the 7 to 8 questions, especially from our classroom discussion. Okay. Then from IR and map counting, there are 10 questions. These questions are much related to current affairs. If you are a student with the PSA or optional, definitely you are going to have an edge in attempting these IR and map based questions. Okay. So my final words are, like I say always, so in our classroom, when I am taking polity, IR or PSAR classes, first you should be very good with the classroom notes. Classroom notes. Okay. From classroom notes, you can ask other students how the questions straight away appeared from the class. You can take PDF classroom notes and you can check how the questions appeared. Or else we can ask any students how Santhosh sir polity class discussion reflected in the prelims. And even you can see the importance of the Bayer Act. You can ask any of my students that they will tell you that how I emphasize about the importance of the Bayer Act. If you are my polity class student, definitely you would have carry the Bayer Act and you would have underlined majority part of the Constitution, because that is how intensely we will discuss in the classroom. And now you will see the benefits. Whoever sitting in prelims today, they will understand why Santhosh sir told you about referring the Bayer Act on the day when polity classes were going on. Okay. So I hope now you understood the importance of the Bayer Act and the importance of the classroom. Okay. Notes. Okay. This is about my contribution regarding the polity paper analysis and IR paper analysis at Amigos IAS. Okay. And next month, from June 9th onwards, we are starting the PSAR new batch. Okay, interested students, you can contact to Amigos IAS for the PSIR admissions, and from June 9th onwards, we are starting the PSIR crash course also. If you are very confident about your prelims preparation, and if you clear the prelims exam, then the crash course in the PSIR crash course in 60 days, we are going to cover the entire PSIR syllabus, paper 1 as well as the paper 2. On this note, I am ending this session. I am wishing you all the best for the rest of the year preparation and for the upcoming prelims as well. If you still require any help, guidance or mentorship, feel free to contact me at Amigos IAS. Thank you. Have a great day. Jai Hind.